Anti-Maritime Piracy Bill. What is piracy? Suppose a foreign national entering into India without visa. If they want to enter into India without visa, what they will do? They will take water route. By water route, they enter India as an refugee or illegal migrant. That type of people entering India illegally is called piracy. So, to stop these piracy activities along Indian borders, so India has introduced a bill. The Indian Assembly Lok Sabha introduced a bill that is called Anti-Maritime Piracy Bill. So Lok Sabha passes Anti-Maritime Piracy Bill to promote trade security. So this is also to prohibit smuggling of goods from one place to another place. Even illegal goods can be smuggled. Suppose one product is prohibited in India, they can send the product by illegal means into India. Because at airports, custom officers will check and prohibit there only. So they don't want to directly send by flight. That's why what they will do, illegally by water route, they will send smuggled goods into India. This is one type of problem, social problem to India. That's why also they want to stop illegal migrants and pirate illegal migrants and along with smuggling. That's why to prohibit all these activities, the Anti-Maritime Piracy Bill has been introduced. So the bill will bring the UN Convention on Law of the Sea into domestic law and enable Indian authorities to take action against piracy on high seas. Means already there is an international convention, international treaty to stop these all activities. That is an agreement between member nations to stop these activities. But to implement these treaty inside India, the Lok Sabha has introduced this bill. This is in lines of UN Convention on Law of Sea. So what is the need for bill here? IPC is not valid. As IPC, Indian Penal Code, is not valid for international borders. That's why they have to include an extra legislation and bill in our country to protect our borders. So for foreigners in international waters, previously pirates were prosecuted under Indian Penal Code 1860. So previously they used to prosecuted under IPC 1860, but this is not applicable now. So that's why they need a special bill to take care of these type of illegal activities. So however, India's sovereignty is delimited by outer boundary of territorial waters 12 nautical miles from the coast. So up to 12 nautical miles from coast, this law is applicable. One person entered illegally till 12 nautical miles up to border of India, then he will be treated as a pirate. So acts of piracy committed by foreign outside India territorial waters can't be an offence under IPC. So act of piracy committed by foreigner outside India's territorial waters means after this 12 nautical miles, this law is not applicable. Up to this 12 nautical miles only, this law is applicable and under IPC they will be prosecuted. So those accused in piracy cases have been acquitted due to lack of jurisdiction. Sometimes even the culprit was found. The culprit was found but acquitted, just acquitted, not prosecuted. Because lack of jurisdiction means he entered 13 nautical miles but not crossed 12 nautical miles. Like that. Means he passed, suppose this is India border. Okay. This is east coast. So after 12 nautical miles he passed. Then the IPC code is not applicable. But he entered in this route till border within 12 nautical miles, then he will be treated as a pirate. In this case, he will not be treated as pirate. Like that. Okay. So, incidents of piracy. How many times have incidents of piracy has been happened till now. Gulf of Aden has been one of the deadliest areas in oceans due to large number of piracy incidents. Gulf of Aden is the main point of where number of piracy cases used to occur. Due to increased naval presence in Gulf of Aden, it has been observed that piracy operations are shifting towards the east and south, which increases their proximity to India's west coast. So till that place Gulf of Aden, they can come by ship, and after that by piracy they can enter India borders. Like that the pirates are planning. Okay, from anywhere all over the world, from Europe or Dubai or from anywhere, they can enter by ship till Gulf of Aden. From there they can illegally enter India. That's the plan. So 18 Indians abroad, a crude oil carrier, were kidnapped off the coast of Nigeria last year. This is an example of incident where an entire cruise has been kidnapped by Nigerians. Okay. So what are the main provisions of this bill? So the piracy is defined as act of violence or detention by crew or of private vessel or private aircraft on high seas directed against another. Here act of violence can be treated not only by individuals, even by crews. Some crew, they want to smuggle something into India illegally. Then they will use a crew. Okay, that crew will be treated as a piracy thing now. So piracy is defined as act of violence or detention by crew or of the private vessel or private aircraft on high seas directed against another. Okay, or aircraft and people are property on board. Okay, whatever may be the thing, any material that is not allowed in India but they are sending by sea, then smuggling by sea, that is called as piracy. Even a person traveling to India illegally without visa by waters, then it is treated as piracy. And even a crew member, vessel or aircraft, whatever may be a thing that can be travelled through sea into India illegally without permit, that is called piracy here. So extraterritorial jurisdiction. The bill also mentions extraterritorial jurisdiction apart from 12 nautical miles. 12 nautical miles, that is called EEZ, exclusive economic zone. This is beyond 200 nautical miles from Indian coastline. So entering this exclusive economic zone also a crime. Okay, for committing act of piracy, the convict shall be punished with imprisonment for life or death. So in case if anyone did piracy into Indian waters, then automatically they will get life sentence or death sentence in case of act of piracy itself. And punishment, what will the punishment? Death or attempts to cause the death of another person. Even they indulge another person death. Suppose they are illegally entering into India. One customer officer or ship officer may saw them and attack on them. After the fight, if the illegal migrant murder the officer, then it can be treated as a severe crime. Then it will be he will be sentenced into death sentence. Okay, participating or assisting in act of piracy will be punishable with up to 14 years of imprisonment and fine. So if we want to illegally enter India, then up to life sentence and fine will be given. But in this process, he attacked someone, he made fight or murder of someone, then either the officers, ship officers or security officers, then he will get a death sentence. Directly death sentence, no bail, nothing, no warrant, nothing. Direct death sentence. Extra applicable offences. What are the extra offences that we have to discuss here? This means that accused can transfer to any country for prosecution within which India has signed an extradition. Even the accused can send to another country also. Suppose India, he is not allowed to give punishment by India. Then India can take help of some friend country to prosecute him. So that is allowed here. Okay, and designated court who will treat this case. So friends, the PPT is not clear, so I am reading here and explaining. Please do observe. So what are the provisions of the bill here? The designated court, the central government in consultation with Chief Justice of concerned High Court may notify session court designated courts under the bill. So the central government with consulting CJI, it may refer the case to High Court, then to Sessions Court or designated court. Okay, preemption of guilt, where guilt comes here. Proved guilt, where it comes. Only on piracy or attack. Apart from this, where the guilt issue comes here. So the preemption of guilt will be on accused if accused is in possession of arms, explosives and other equipment which are used or intended to use in committing offence. Suppose a person, in maximum cases what will happen, a person is travelling from Europe through Dubai, means Arab countries, and to India, then later to Southeast Asia. So meanwhile what happened? One storm has happened. Storm. So the ship may take bad route, wrong route. Then they can enter India within 12 nautical miles. Then it will be treated as piracy, actually by India. But in actually they do not do any piracy. Maybe due to weather effect they followed the wrong route, might be entered India, that they don't know. In that case, they should not give severe punishment to them. The government should not do severe punishment. In that case, government is doing something wrong. Okay, but they can conclude something wrong is going to happen with India. They are planning to do a major crime, that's why entering in India. That confirmation when it comes means when they are possessing arms or explosives like bombs. If they are possessing all these, that is guarantee that some insurgents are entering into India to attack on some places. Okay, and there is an evidence of use of force against ship crew or passengers. Even they attack some people, they attack officers, customs officers, navy officers, any of whom they attack, then it is a confirmation that they are some enemies trying to enter into India. And there is an evidence of intended use of bombs or arms against crew or members or cargo ships. Even they use these arms against officers to attack officers. Then it is a confirmation that they are criminals. They are trying to enter India by wrong means. But there is some limitations of this bill. What are the limitations here? It is unclear how overlap of 14-year term and life term will be determined, since committing an act of piracy will necessarily include participation as well. So some people are real pirates, but some people will be there, they will be helping these pirates. So these helping persons must also given same punishment, means life sentence like pirates are not. That is a doubt here. How much punishment should be given to helping people, supporting people? That is a question standing here now. And another problem is the issue with the death penalty. Supreme Court of India has advocated for use of extreme punishment in rarest of rare cases. So by mistake if they are entered into India, giving a life sentence also wrong thing. Okay, just because they missed the route, they are getting punishment some other country. That is really a horrible situation for them. So that is not allowed. So to whom the death penalty should be rewarded, that is also a confusion here. According to top court, death penalty violates Article 14 and 21 of the Constitution. It also violates the fundamental rights of person to travel anywhere all over the world. Because some person is entering into India, that's why we are giving him life punishment. That is a wrong thing. Suppose he might be coming for job also. Okay, due to some other condition, suppose he stuck in Dubai, Arab countries, like a slave. He want to escape. to India again. In that case, he might be entering illegally. At that time, if we are giving life sentence to him, to a survivor, then it is a wrong thing. Okay. So, based on the small crime only, the government is giving a big punishment. That is the thing here. That is the limitation of this bill. Even though the rules are strict, but they are actually wrong. For small small crime, they are giving big punishment, life sentence and death sentences to the culprit. That's a really a wrong thing to discuss here. Okay, these are our international bills, friends. Hope you like the video. For many videos like this on our channel, please do like, share, subscribe. Thank you.